Alright, let's go. You're way too close.
What do you mean I'm way too close?
I need my personal space. I'm on prep.
And that's your excuse for everything. Me and Harrison were talking about this. Sorry, I haven't even got my mic on.
Put it on your left side. Then I'm on the left. Works out better. Struggling.
There you go.
Yeah, there you go.
Cool. I think that'll be on.
Yeah, that's fine. Fucking hell.
Calm down, lad.
This is going to be the problem having the window open in the middle of Sheffield.
Yeah. Me and Harrison were talking about that, about how like any minute issue that you have, you always come out with, I'm on prep. I'm literally on prep. Yeah. You joked about it initially when you started, but now it is literally
I'm still joking about it.
I don't know, mate.
But what have I said that it's been on prep?
Everything. Like literally everything. Like
nah.
I asked you to do anything that I'm on prep, man.
That's such a lie. That's such a lie. Go on, give me an example.
No, I haven't got an example for you.
He hasn't got an example. He can't back it up. It's all talk.
When I asked you to coach me and you go, no, I'm literally on prep. Yeah. Like everyone thinks that you're coaching me, but I'm actually coaching myself. Like
it's gone facing the wrong way. Oh. Put it in the middle. So. There you go. Yeah, you do your check-ins. I just don't respond to them. I'm on prep. I'm not responding. Mate, stop. That's just weird. No, it's not funny at all. It's just weird. I'm on prep.
Come on, England. Oh. Have you ever seen that video?
Yeah, so when you do your check-ins, I just don't respond.
Yeah, no, I do check-ins for myself. And then I think, right, okay, what will Ryan do in this situation? Yeah. Drop the hammer.
You've got to imagine what I'm doing, because I don't actually respond to you. All your messages as well. I was like, why are you sending me phone calls? I don't care.
Yeah. You know how I've learned? I've learned through all your reels.
Have you?
Yeah, I literally watch them on a daily basis. And I'm like, right, okay, so every 2 weeks I need a refeed.
Every 2 weeks?
Yeah, and the Cali Cruz burger.
Managing fatigue.
Yeah. I am the king of like alleviating diet fatigue. Yeah. You, on the other hand, are the king of keeping diet fatigue around.
I have no diet fatigue, mate. We didn't answer a question from Amateur Genetics last week about how to manage diet fatigue, so we can answer that in this one as well.
Did we not?
No, I missed that out.
Oh. He's the goat at asking questions.
He's the goat. Argon's not going to like that. Argon is not going to
They're both the goats.
Amateur Genetics is the goat, though. He's got the best questions.
Yeah.
No, sorry, Argon. Your questions are still, like, good. They're just not as good as Amateur Genetics. You can't beat the goat, can you, really?
I'm partial. Like, I don't...
You like both?
Yeah, I like both, man.
Sitting on the fence?
Put it out there. There's no favouritism here.
Say you prefer Argon.
On the
say you prefer Argon.
Limitless Physiques podcast. I didn't.
No, say it. You got to pick a side, mate.
Why?
You have to. You can't sit on the fence.
Of course you can.
So you like them exactly the same.
There is no favouritism on this podcast. Everyone's a winner here.
No. No favouritism. It's just an opinion. Who do you think is a goat? There's only one goat.
I don't feel that strongly about this. So
you do not care about our fans?
Of course I care. I care about all our fans equally. You evidently care about more as opposed to others.
No, I care about them all equally, but I think that Amateur Genetics is the goat question answer.
No, it doesn't sound like it, mate. It doesn't sound like it.
You know he is. You know he's a goat.
He is the goat, but there are several goats. All our listeners are goats. No, you
can't have several goats.
No, all our listeners are goats, man. All of them are.
Yeah, all 30 of them.
Speaking of goats...
All 30 of them when you're on the podcast, all 180 of them when Harrison's on the podcast.
Speaking of goats, this is completely and utterly bodybuilding related.
Yeah.
Who are you calling the goat, MJ or LeBron?
MJ.
MJ?
Yeah.
Really?
Definitely.
Yeah, fair enough.
LeBron's mid, man.
I don't know about mid.
He's mid.
I don't know
I'd beat him one-on-one.
Yeah.
No, I'd say LeBron's number 2, definitely.
Really? Like, actually?
Number 2?
You what?
You put LeBron number 1? Oh, that's awful, mate.
Yeah, well,
That is awful.
I don't know.
MJ went 6-0 in finals. 6-0.
Yeah, but if you look at LeBron's statistics, he fucking smokes MJ. He smokes him in everything.
I don't think he does.
He does. If you look at all the statistics, he beats him in like the majority, and Kobe as well. He beats them both. But like, if you were talking about like it's a difficult one because there's statistics and then like there's so many things that go past statistics. So yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I'm not like.
You can't be negative in finals record compared to someone who's 6-0 in finals. And you both be the number one option on both teams.
Yeah.
Both carry your teams through
finals.
finals.
But you've got to look at who MJ played in the playoffs and then who LeBron played. What was it?
True.
Did they lose 3 times or twice to...
3.
3 to the Warriors?
I think so.
That is possibly the best ever team formed, aside from the GOAT Bulls and maybe like the US Olympic team. No, you can't deny that, Brev. It was a super team.
Yeah, I agree. That's a good point. But still, I don't know enough about basketball, but I still think, from what I do know,
I'm a casual, completely. But like,
I can tell by that opinion. There's not many people who say that and actually believe it. Unless you are a Lakers fan as well.
Yeah, maybe that's why.
You are biased.
Yeah, maybe.
Although LeBron's championship with the Cavs is probably better than any of MJ's.
Yeah,
although he got saved by Kyrie. He did. He got saved by Kyrie in the final in Game 7.
Yeah, but how many times did MJ get saved by fucking like Scottie Pippen?
Probably not many.
Are you joking? Scottie Pippen was number 2 in the league the whole time that MJ was there. Like
no, he wasn't.
He was.
He was not the second best player in the league. That's
no,
cap.
he was. No,
That's
it's not cap. It's not cap.
Scottie Pippen was not the second best player in the league.
He was.
No
he was
chance.
So fucking good.
Do you know who's in the league when MJ's in the league?
Yeah,
Magic.
Yeah, I know.
Shaq.
Yeah, I know. I know.
That's even worse than the first opinion, saying Scottie Pippen was the second best player.
Okay, I don't think he was number 2, but like he was insane. I think MJ had a better team around him than
the Cavs, definitely.
Yeah, exactly.
Not on that Lakers team though.
Like Bron had J.R. Smith.
Yeah, he's the GOAT. J.R. Smith's the GOAT. Everyone's going to turned off.
Yeah.
Why did we bring up basketball?
Yeah, sorry.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
Well, I thought it was nice.
I know, but we shouldn't have spoken about it for 5 minutes.
Yeah, fair enough.
Let's just skip through it now.
Yeah.
We can say whatever we want right now.
Well, you never know. There might be some basketball fans out there.
I reckon it's quite niche in the UK to be a fan of basketball.
Not as niche as it used to be. I think it's
still definitely. There's hardly anyone. It's because of the time of it. It is. There's hardly anyone watches basketball in the UK because of the time of it.
What do you mean the time of it?
It's in the middle of the night. You can't watch it live.
Oh, it's in NBA. Yeah, fair enough. Yeah, but that still doesn't mean like.
It's very niche. I reckon.
No, it's not very niche. There's no way.
It is.
No.
I reckon.
You're
out of 100 people,
niche.
I reckon out of 100 people, 2 or 3 people watch the NBA. We don't even watch the NBA.
Oh, as in like game for game, like
no, not game for game. But just watch
fan.
it. Do you ever watch any games?
I don't watch games, but I watch highlights. Like I keep up with it, and that's
you don't keep up with it.
Somewhat. I keep up with the Lakers.
Who's top of each conference right now?
No idea.
There we go.
Yeah, fair enough.
Get wrecked. Get wrecked. So, update on our weeks after that basketball talk. Bit of a random one, but
yeah.
Updates on our week. I am 8 weeks out today. I've just got fatter over the last 3 weeks.
Oh yeah, me and you both, kid.
I'm down 3 pounds. Just got fatter. Not ideal.
Yeah, I bet you haven't.
No, I haven't. But I haven't got much leaner in the shots for men's physique. I think my legs have got leaner.
Great.
Which isn't ideal.
Yeah, brilliant.
Because my legs are like in already.
Yeah.
But
fantastic.
That's just part of the game, isn't it? It's like it's going to come off random places. It's not going to come off where you want it to come off. It's literally my lower back and obliques. Please come off my lower back and obliques. Please. Like it's all I got to come off, and it's just fucking staying on.
That's what I'm going to be saying when
your obliques.
I'm like 7 weeks out. I'm going to be like fucking I'm going to be trying to like hacksaw.
I'm like doing like caliber testing myself like every morning. I'm like fucking hell. I've still got tons of fat around my waist.
It's annoying. It's so annoying.
But yeah,
I genuinely think I'm going to have to get leaner than we initially thought, just to get rid of like.
Probably,
this.
yeah. But you got so much time, it doesn't matter.
Yeah, true.
We'll just adjust it along the way depending on how lean you're getting.
Yeah.
It's simple as that.
Sure.
But yeah, so plan is going forward. I've got 8 weeks to the show. I want to do at least 2 weeks of reversing out and linear loading into the show. So
Cali Cruz burgers.
not on Cali Cruz burgers.
That
would be simply on oats and cream of rice because they both digest beautifully right now.
And Cali Cruz burgers.
Literally, my refeed days are so boring. I have 2 cream of rice meals, 2 oats meals, and a yogurt meal. But digest well. I don't want to risk anything else.
Yeah, exactly. And I feel like if you jazzed it up a bit, your food focus will probably go up.
Exactly. Yeah. So I'm just gonna keep it like that.
And it's been you've been quite food focused recently.
Yeah.
Tell them about the jams.
Oh yeah, the jams was bad. The jams was bad. So I bought like 5 different flavours of jams to put on my bagels. And I don't even have bagels on my fucking low days anymore from tomorrow.
Right.
So I've just got bagels on my high days now.
Ooh.
But yeah, I bought 5 different jams.
And then they're not just bagels, they're bagel thins as well.
Well, yeah, that's fair enough.
Yeah.
Can't be on bagels at this point of prep.
Yeah, that's true.
I'd be like so hungry.
I'm gonna miss them. I really like my bagel meals in a minute.
I think you could probably keep the bagel in for like a long time.
You reckon?
Well, if your food will get low, but it's not going to get as low as mine did.
I'm still so fat.
Mate, you're 24 weeks out.
I just want to dig. I just want to be lean.
This is a good topic to talk about, actually.
Yeah, it is.
Understanding, Lauren's had a bit of a wobble this morning after posing. And you got to remember, you post a D-volume pull session. You usually do your pictures after full volume push. Yeah, you're at the end of a mesocycle, training fatigue's high, therefore water retention's going to be higher. You're soft still because you're 2 weeks into prep.
Mate, I literally tried to pump up my upper body for like 10 minutes.
Yeah, but you're not going to be able to get a good pump from 10 minutes of pumping up, are you?
Yeah, I suppose.
It's not like an actual pump up where you've been working the muscles.
Yeah, I suppose.
And you're also flat. You're on a lot less carbs than you're in your off season. Simple as that.
Yeah.
You've just got to trust the process. You got to keep your head in these moments. Like I've struggled to do it a little bit, but then I've just got my head back on. The look will come. Just trust it, and the look will come eventually.
Yeah.
You're not going to look. There's going to be peaks and troughs throughout your whole prep.
Yeah.
And even when you're lean, there'll be peaks and troughs because there'll be some days where you're running really flat, and then we refeed. You know what I mean? So you just got to trust it.
Yeah, I think the issue that I had was I went into prep and I was like, oh, finally, like I'm prepping, like I'm gonna get lean, and like I think in my head I thought that I'd start to look better because before prep I was just a bit sick of basically being like almost too fat to look good. So I was like, yes, I can't wait. And all that's happened is I've just gotten flatter. Yeah. And I haven't really maybe my back is like slightly leaner.
You will be slightly leaner, but because you're flatter, it's probably going to be covering that.
Yeah, exactly. So you haven't
You've definitely lost some fat. You're, 7 pounds down?
Yeah.
But you're going to lose a lot more fullness than you have fat right now.
Yeah,
so,
sure.
Yeah, it's got to keep your head and try and not let it stress you out because that stress is going to just cause more problems.
Yeah, can we make a 500 calorie decrease?
500 on both days.
On training day and non-training.
I'm going to make a big drop on non-training days.
Are you actually?
As we said, but we're going to try and keep because you have 3 non-training days a week.
Yeah.
We can kind of just have like high and low days and use those non-training days to create the majority of the deficit and basically keep a lot of food around your training.
Yeah.
So I'm probably going to drop 100 carbs on non-training days.
Please just drop a whole meal's worth of calories.
Because if you imagine, if you were dropping food on both days, I'd probably make like a 50 carb drop.
Yeah.
But because we're just dropping it on rest days, keeping train day food the same, I might do like 50 carb, 20 fat. I'll see what your data's like. And I'll look through your pictures in a bit more detail.
200 carb, 60 fat.
I don't know. So you want to be on 20 fat on rest days?
Yeah.
Hormones.
Mate, my hormones are going to be in the bin so anyway.
Might as well just have it now.
Yeah.
Might as well just get rid of testosterone now.
Exactly.
I wonder what my hormones are like right now.
I don't know. Probably not great. Mate.
I think I'm still in the range of testosterone.
Probably, yeah.
But I don't think I'm probably at the bottom end of that range.
Yeah. Well, it's all right. Just top yourself up.
What, with test?
Yeah.
Is that allowed?
Mate, who cares? You're doing a qualifier.
Yeah. What if I win and get tested?
Then just don't do the finals.
Just don't win.
Yeah, just don't win.
Yeah.
I'm
not doing the finals anyway, even if I do win.
Right at the end, just do a most muscular, and they'll be like, number 54, number 54. Can you stop doing that pose, please? And you're gonna be
got these caps delts.
Yeah. There's this one guy on the UK DFBA website who is
the guy with the quad.
So evidently on gear.
Is it the guy with the quads?
I don't know.
There's a guy on there, like his quads are the most ridiculous thing I've ever seen. I think it was a Masters.
Right.
And they're actually ridiculous.
Really? Yeah, but I feel like that's not really like that much of
yeah, he could definitely be nasty, but it's like an absolute freak.
Really?
Like
yeah, but that happens. I mean,
like, he's a Masters and he's got that much muscle.
Oh, you never know, mate. Never know.
Could be.
Yeah.
Never know.
You just don't know.
I've got a lot of muscle.
It's kind of mad how like you're.
No, I haven't got a lot of muscle.
Yeah, I glazed over that. Yeah. It's kind of mad how like by like general standards you're meant to start like muscle deterioration is meant to start when you're like what, your 30s.
30.
But like most like natural pro bodybuilders who are really, really, really good, they're like in their 40s, aren't they?
Because if you're training well, eating well, sleeping well,
your
testosterone's not going to go down when you're 30.
Yeah.
It's if you're doing all the other things, not training, not sleeping, eating like shit, then your testosterone will go down.
Yeah.
Eventually it will go down anyway, probably like late 40s or whatever.
Sure.
But yeah, peak
TRT.
natural. But you're going to need TRT anyway if you're going to go enhanced. So
yeah, true. Well, I don't know whether I'm going to go enhanced.
Yeah.
You toss and turn about this
I do, yeah.
all the time.
I do. I'm like, I'd really like him to stay natty. I think he could be like one of the best natties. But if you could be one of the best natties, you could probably be one of the best enhanced. I'm like, is it worth the hell? It's up to you, to be honest. But I'm like, I do toss and turn, and it's a difficult one, isn't it?
Yeah, mate. I mean, after today's front shots, I'm
going to go through it in detail in your check-in, how to get through this kind of mental barrier. I'll see what you said in your check-in.
I honestly contemplated not competing.
Really?
I looked at those photos and I was like, what am I doing?
Then just look at me and like if he's competing.
No, seriously, mate. They were so bad.
Yeah, I know, they were bad.
I'm going to show you it now.
I saw them.
No. I didn't send you the ones that...
You need to send me those as well.
No, I don't.
You do?
I don't. No, seriously.
You can't just send me when you look good.
You're going to laugh like loads.
Well, yeah, you never do this shot.
Mate, look how shit that looks.
Yeah, because you don't. When have you ever done the twist before in your checking shots?
Look how fat and small and
it doesn't look that bad.
I look.
You're flat through the delts,
does.
and when you're flat through the delts, it makes your whole physique look worse because your delts are so strong.
It looks awful, mate. Like, look at my waist.
Yeah, that doesn't look good, but that's because you're fat and you're trying to do a twist of the waist when you're fat, which never looks good.
Right. That looks shit.
That doesn't look shit.
No, it does. Look how fat my waist is.
It doesn't look good for you. For your standards, you're right. These shots aren't great. But
look
you know
how
why.
small my arms look in comparison to my fucking gut. Look.
You know what I mean? Stop, delete the video. Delete the video.
Looks so big that it makes my arms look small.
You're going to look worse than this.
I've literally got 18-inch arms.
You're going to look worse than this. I don't think you'll start looking better until you're 210 pounds.
I hate this prep malarkey, mate. I want to quit. I look so shit.
Mate.
I look
See
so
what I look
bad.
like at the start of my prep?
Yeah, to me.
I looked awful. Do you want to see my physique update from like...
Oh, God.
So like, shall we get my 24 weeks out up and see who was in a better position at 24 weeks out?
No, I just want to watch the video that, you posted ages ago where you were like, I look really good.
I bet I looked awful.
Yeah.
24 weeks out.
I'm actually quite intrigued to see this. I can't quite remember what you looked like.
Right.
I think, to be honest, mate, like,
22.
I know that I should have my head switched on a bit more with this because I've dieted before. Like, I know what... You don't even look that bad there.
I do.
No, you look full. Like, you look full.
Mate.
I don't think you look
That's
bad
my
at
front
all.
shot. That's
Yeah,
awful.
see, I don't think that... Yeah, but you can still tell that you've got, like, decent shape. I don't think it's bad at all. Like, you are just a bit soft.
Exactly, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, but you don't look as bad as me.
Yeah,
I look way
worse. No, you don't.
I do.
You look bad for your standards. You're right. I would tell you if you look good, and I don't think you look good for your standards.
Yeah, no, not even for my standards. I just look bad. Like, I just look shit.
And that's me now. Like, you're going to look so much better. Just be patient and keep your head on.
I know. I should keep my head on because I've dieted before and the exact same thing has happened.
Yeah.
Only last time I was way less self-aware. I actually remember when I was dieting, I did a bit of a yo-yo diet. So I was really fat in lockdown. And then I came down to about 95 kilo. And I looked decent, to be fair. I had abs. And then I started to yo-yo diet between like 93 and then 95 or 96. And then there was one day where I was like, right, fuck it, I'll just diet and I'll actually stick to it and commit to it. And I got to like 91, 90, and I was still fat, but like so awfully flat. And I literally looked at myself and I was like, I hate the way that I look.
Yeah.
I literally hate the way that I look. Like, I look so bad. What's the point of me even doing this? And then 10 weeks later, I was like, oh my God. Like, I need to like keep my head on with it.
We spoke about it before going into prep.
I know.
You need to, you know that you've got tons of muscle underneath there. It will come. Just be patient. I think you'll start to look good around 210 pounds. And then from there, you should just look better on a week-to-week basis.
Probably like 200, I reckon, is when I'll start like being happy with how I look. Maybe.
But remember what you were at 206?
Yeah, I didn't even look that good at 206.
Fucking hell.
What?
You've got to compare yourself to other people. You still look really good. You look really good now compared to other people. To the general public.
No, I don't. To the general
not
public.
Not the general public, to the average natural bodybuilder. You do.
I don't. I actually don't. I look shit.
So if we pose next to each other today...
You'd look miles better than me.
No, you'd
Seriously.
win.
No, I wouldn't. I genuinely wouldn't.
You'd lose because you're soft, but in terms of actual size and shape, you'd win. Definitely.
I don't know.
Got to be realistic, mate. That's what I mean. That's what I said in the message as well. I said, you've just got to basically follow what I say. It's my job to make you look good. It's as simple as that. If you follow what I say, do the work.
You're not doing a very good job of it, mate, are you?
Sorry, mate. I didn't peak you for the 24-hour classic.
Yeah.
24 weeks out classic.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, sorry, mate.
The Chatham Street Classic.
I forgot to peak you for every time a certain amount of weeks out.
Yeah.
So for that Sunday, I'm gonna make you look good.
Mate, is prep not about peaking me every single week? No. We need to practice the carb load, man.
We've practiced the carb load.
I need some fullness.
Practice the carb load while you're still 24 weeks out.
Just give me some carbs.
Yeah, the look.
How am I flat as fuck on 600 carbs?
Because you were on over 800 carbs in your off season.
Yeah, but still 600 carb is like.
Do you know what you're going to be loading on eventually? By my predictions.
You said 800.
Yeah, you'll probably you people usually load on what they were in peak off season in terms of carbs. So I'm loading on 550 carb on my refeed days.
Yeah.
You're probably going to end up loading on 800 to 900 carb. You've got a lot of muscle to get the glycogen to.
Yeah.
Sure. 600 carb is not going to keep you full. And your rest day is 400 carb. That's not going to keep you full on a rest day.
No, definitely not.
Yeah, just trust the process.
I just want to be full.
The look will be there on stage.
I just miss
That's all that matters.
That peak look that I had. I just miss it.
Yeah.
I just miss it so much.
But you don't. Obviously, you're going to look better than that when you're lean.
Do you think?
Of course you will.
No, but I won't look as full.
Yes, you will. We'll fill up.
I'm having a paddy. I'll stop.
Why would you not look as full?
Because don't you say that you can...
You lose fullness that you can't get back.
Fullness,
because you'll be so lean, you'll look full as a house.
You reckon?
Yeah.
Okay.
Definitely. That's what I mean. You just got to trust it and not stress out about it. The stress is just to make everything else worse.
Yeah. Fair enough.
That's all it is. All right. Any more updates?
Sorry, mate. I'll shut up. I'll stop being a...
No, you don't need to shut up, but...
I'll stop being a...
You just need to calm down.
Yeah.
Calm
down.
24 weeks out, mate. You know, that's nearly half a year to get into condition.
I want to be shredded now.
This is what I was telling myself as well.
I want to be shredded for 6 months straight, all right?
Just completely destroy your hormones, destroy your relationship with food, destroy your relationships in general.
Yeah.
Good idea. Yeah. All for the content, though.
Yeah,
that'd be worth
exactly.
It. Yeah.
Imagine how many likes and views I have, and all the comments will be like, "Wow,
you stay shredded all year round. How did you do it?"
Exactly.
And you're just miserable.
But these guys, there are some guys that stay shredded all year round.
Do you not reckon they're just on TRT?
Yeah, probably.
Yeah,
most likely.
If I was an influencer and I needed to stay shredded all year round, I would just stay on TRT.
Yeah.
Because I'm not being in the bin all year round.
Yeah.
I'll just be on TRT, which is not particularly unhealthy.
You'd feel shocking, wouldn't you? You wouldn't be able to build any fucking muscle.
Exactly, and you'd be on awful amount of food.
Yeah.
Because you'd basically be so lethargic throughout the day. You'd have no energy.
Yeah.
You'd have major diet fatigue, wouldn't you?
Maybe I am going to go assisted.
On this prep.
Yeah. Just to become an influencer.
Yeah.
I reckon.
But yeah. So not really any more updates from you? Devolume this week?
Yeah, devolume this week. We've seen a fair few signs creep up. Yeah, not great sleep. Training performance has slightly decreased. Everything feels really heavy.
It's not decreased. It just feels heavy.
Yeah, I mean it's decreased somewhat. I've decreased some loads here.
Oh, as in have you?
Yeah, I took the gym shop shoulder press down from. I literally took 1.25 kilos away.
Yeah.
I gained a rep, but everything feels a lot heavier. But then it's difficult to tell because I am 7 pounds down, but still I should be holding on to.
You should be fine, yeah.
Better than I have done, I think. So I think, and also it's been 7 weeks, and to be honest, the week after my knee dislocation, I was quite stressed, and obviously a lot went on.
You've been pretty stressed since then.
Yeah, exactly. So I think it's probably the right decision.
And the knee dislocation, calling that a deload's a bit
yeah.
What's your body going to be doing? It's going to be recovering from the knee dislocation.
Yeah,
it's not going to be recovering from fatigue from training, is it? So
of course, yeah.
I completely agree. When you said that this morning, I was like, yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
Devolume.
Sure.
Because you can tell now you've got enough experience.
Yeah, definitely. That's one thing, actually, to be fair, that I noticed this morning. I had enough experience today when I was warming up, and on the way here I was it would be pretty stupid not to do a devolume session.
And there's no harm in pulling it a bit early.
Exactly, because ultimately I knew that you were going to make me do 5 devolume sessions anyway, so I was well, worst comes to worst, I'd just start it a bit earlier.
Yeah.
And I don't think I was mentally in it today as well. I kind of knew going in that it wasn't.
You will have those sessions though. I've had quite a lot of those sessions.
Yeah, but not now.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Not.
That is just something to be prepared for a lot, because I
Yeah.
wish someone had told me that you're going to have sessions where you're just not going to want to train.
Yeah, of course.
And
Yeah.
But at the start, literally in those sessions, the best thing to do is slow down, take your time with the session, don't try and get it over and done with, and focus on every set and take it set by set.
Yeah.
That's pretty much the best thing to do in those situations.
Sure.
That's what I've done. It's most of my push sessions, to be honest, at the moment. I'm not wanting to train push, because it's fucking, honestly, I just feel like it's flattening me.
Yeah.
Even 1.5 plates on the Smith, it's fucking flattening me. It feels like it's 2.5 plates.
Yeah.
It's ridiculous, but it's because I'm so light.
Have you ever touched 2.5 plates on a Smith?
Yeah, on a flat. Flat reverse banded.
Wait, have you actually? Seriously?
I got it for 2 reps.
And my follow-up to that was going to be...
Oh, it was in Premier, last year.
Yeah.
It's when I took out the barbell bench. I put it in the barbell bench, took it out 2 weeks later.
I remember this, yeah.
And I was I was going to do a flat Smith test, flat Smith test instead. I got Ellen to spot me, and it was a 2-repper. It was awful.
Yeah.
I felt I didn't feel anything. I got 2 plus 1. I was I completely overestimated that.
I remember you doing that, yeah.
I've probably got the video of me doing that flat Smith press. That's the only 2.5 plates that I've done on a Smith press ever.
2 rep max, reverse banded Smith press.
I think my best on a Smith is 2.25.
Gosh, I mean,
But I was really fat.
Yeah.
I was 186 pounds. I was the stable goat right then. I had the ultimate stability. Doing that really fat while on a Smith press as well. You got so much stability. It was unreal.
Yeah.
Can't wait to be like that again, man.
Definitely. I'm really excited to. So after I compete, I think, you know what? I think after I compete, I'll probably stick with you in my gaining phase, but I think I'll actually have a go at making my own program and making my own.
You could definitely make your own program.
Yeah, and I'll just run it. I'll basically just run it by you essentially. Yeah. But yeah, I'm actually really excited to start programming for myself and actually make decisions regarding
clean and press.
Sorry.
Barbell row.
Yeah. One arm dumbbell snatch.
Yeah. I'd see you doing sled pushes. I'm like, oh fuck. What's he doing?
It's the isometric hold, mate. I'm getting so much tricep stimulus
so much
from
metabolic
this.
damage.
Yeah.
But yeah, that'd be a good idea. I think that would help you become a better coach as well. Doing that, I think coaching yourself in a certain way,
100%.
You learn a lot from that as well.
Yeah, I was
thinking like this in the car about the benefits of having a coach, and I was thinking if money was no object, and I could afford a coach, Well, I could afford a coach, but if I could afford the coach who I'd want, who would be AJ, then I'd definitely do it.
Yeah.
But
100%.
I just can't afford that much.
Yeah, well, like the only barrier to that is like the financial aspect of it. But yeah, like there are so many benefits to having a coach. It's ridiculous. But I feel like if you've never had one, you don't understand.
Yeah, I've had one, but not for very long.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we laugh at that.
I've had one, just not very long.
Yeah. I just prefer coaching myself, to be honest, at the moment.
Yeah.
I think the only person I would ever go to is AJ.
Yeah.
So, yeah, if I can't go to AJ because I can't afford it, then I'm just going to coach myself. And I'm doing a pretty good job of it, I think.
Do you reckon if there is a day where you will be able to afford it, you'll do it?
It's a lot of money, man.
Yeah, it is. It's a lot of money.
Probably, yeah.
Yeah. That'd be so good.
When I'm like on a good amount from online coaching, possibly, yeah.
Yeah. That'd be
just mainly because I think I'd learn a lot from him. So
yeah, a shit ton.
Yeah. And maybe on like my second prep, which won't be for like, I'm not planning on competing again until 2026.
Like 10 years.
10 years? Yeah. You want me to take 10 years off?
Yeah.
Do you think I'll be British champion level by then? 10 years?
No.
No, still not.
No.
20 years? Complete Masters?
Win a qualifier.
Win a qualifier?
Yeah.
Yeah, I want to win a qualifier this year.
Yeah, that's true.
Not going to happen.
Oh, it might do, you never know.
20 turns up.
I really want to do like not a perma bulk, but I really want to bulk.
Bro's been fucking prepping for 2 weeks. It took me until this
No,
week.
it's not because of that. I swear we said this last week.
I want a perma bulk.
No, but as in like, I want to stay in a gaining phase for at least like 2 years. Maybe
we spoke about this, like
not
doing any mini cuts. It's the best way of doing it.
Yeah.
Just build momentum over 2 years.
Yeah.
I'm going to go in a surplus from like the end of prep or when I'm back from holiday in Bali.
Yeah.
When I'm back from that in August or end of July, I'm going to stay in a surplus until like July 2025, so 2 years in a surplus.
Yeah.
Then do a pre-prep diet and then prep in 2026. That's my plan.
Yeah.
Just because I think you can make such big improvements over that period of time. If you're in a surplus for that amount of time,
definitely.
There's so many improvements you can make.
Mate, imagine
me actually growing some delts. Imagine.
Oh, that'd be amazing. You'd be so good at MPD.
I would be good at MPD if I had some delts.
You are good at the minute, but like...
Yeah.
I think you are. I think you are good.
I'm pretty small in person. Like when I pose against you or Leo. To be fair, against Leo, it's not embarrassing. Leo still smokes me.
Yeah.
But it's not embarrassing. But when I pose against you, it's like, fucking hell, the size is just unmatched.
Thanks, mate.
I miss the days where I could pose against you and it like actually be kind of competitive.
What, as in like the
back shots?
The first day that we ever posed
Yeah, literally that's it. Since then.
Well, mate, this is your own doing. Like, you can't blame me for it. But mate, I could...
small.
Atrophy face.
I do want to pose against Leo again in the condition I'm in now, but I don't think he'd want to.
No, he didn't want to pose with me.
He's looking full as a house. Did you see those shots?
Fucking hell.
I don't think anyone beats him from the back, you know.
Yeah, he looks so good at the minute. Jesus Christ. And he's like, I mean, he's not like soft.
He didn't like the way he looks.
Really?
Yeah.
Fucking hell, he looks good. That's a lie. He put in the...
Oh, yeah.
he put in the group chat and he was like...
Oh, he does that as a joke. He literally goes, I'm literally so good. He does that all the time, but that's a joke.
He's joking.
He doesn't like how he looks.
Seriously?
That's just a client confidentiality. Sorry, man, I can't say that. Sorry, Leo.
He looked fucking mint. He was really, like, he was so full.
When he came back from holiday, he was like, he didn't look great because he was very flat.
Yeah.
But then the fullness came back within weeks.
Yeah.
And like, from the back, it's when the fat goes onto your obliques, it completely throws off your look.
Yeah.
Because it just ruins the shape. If you're built on shape, and your physique is shape, your physique isn't really shape though. Your physique is pretty much size with good shape.
I've literally never had my obliques in.
Yeah, exactly. That shows that it could be even better. But yeah, when your obliques go, or when your waist goes bigger, it ruins your shape. Because Leo still looks really good from the back.
Yeah.
Like I don't think anyone beats him from. Is it from in the back lat spread or the back relaxed? I don't see anyone beating him.
Sure.
Unless like Joven, obviously. There's always the caveat, isn't there?
There's always a Joven.
The Joven caveat.
Yeah.
No one beats you but Joven.
Yeah.
In history. Do you think he's the best natty MPD there's ever been?
Well, I guess, but like as in like not even junior, like
amateur. Because there's pros that there's a pro that beats him, obviously, but
yeah, probably, yeah.
Yeah. I don't think anyone's done that. Gone pro first year, won a pro show.
No.
He won a pro show, didn't he? He won the European pro show.
Yeah. Yeah, he became a pro and then...
Competed the day after, or the same day.
He competed as a pro and won the pro show.
And he beat that Bobby Fotheringham.
Yeah.
You know who's doing the posing seminar?
Is it?
He's the one doing it. So that'd be good. I'm doing that a week out, man. Imagine if I see someone I'm competing against and he just smokes me in the posing seminar. I'm just there. I'm not competing next week.
Just be like, I've not loaded yet.
I'll look good. I literally would have been loading for a week.
Yeah, but you don't need to tell them that.
I'm running flat. I'm
so flat. Yeah, I do a technique where I only load like.
I'm doing a rapid backload.
Yeah. I burgers tonight, like loads of sodium.
I wonder if Aaron's going to that, the UKDFA.
Yeah, he might be. He might be, to be fair. I want to meet all these people, man. I just want to meet them and like just tell them that we're like fucking normal people.
No, we're literally celebrities.
No, we're not, mate.
We're literally celebrities.
We're like so normal in every sense of the word.
It's gone to my head.
It's not.
Landon put us on his story.
He did.
Landon put us on his story.
Bless him.
He didn't tag us.
Did he not?
I don't think so, because I only saw it from Jordan.
London Night.
Yeah.
No, he didn't. Oh well.
We're literally celebrities.
We're not celebrities, mate. We're not celebrities.
I'm looking forward to meeting Aaron. That'll be good.
Yeah.
I think he might be competing in my class again. He keeps on.
Oh.
I saw in his story, like novice and junior MPD ? So I think he's doing both now.
Oh. He's playing mind games.
We literally speak through the podcast now. Like. He's playing mind games with me, isn't he?
Yeah, he's playing mind games.
He's working in the shadows. He's going to show up on the day.
Exactly. He's going to show up on the day. He's going to stare you out backstage. He'll be like,
yeah,
fucked with
I'm doing junior.
Yeah, I'm doing junior.
Guess what, Ryan? I'm doing junior. I'm like, no.
You fall to your knees.
And then literally the stress automatically just gets all my water attention. Even though I haven't drunk any water.
So he's got it planned out. He's got it planned out.
It's such a good plan as well.
You're just going to step on stage and you'll be so like watery.
I trusted him.
I'm gonna be like, Ryan abs, but turn your abs on and you'll be like, oh.
I gained water just from nowhere, even though I didn't drink.
Yeah.
The stress just caused me to gain water.
Exactly.
I would quite like to go up against Aaron. I think that would be an interesting battle.
It would, to be fair. Yeah.
We've got very different physiques, like opposite physiques. I've got no delts. He's got really good delts.
He's got muscle.
Mate, what are you going to say?
Sorry, did I say that?
He's got muscle. I've got muscle. Is that like what you're going to say?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Should we move on to the questions?
Let's move on to the questions.
Yeah.
You didn't do yours last week, did you?
I had this literally because I had like two.
Oh.
I did do them. Yeah. Just had like two.
We'll answer
awkward that.
Chris's question first.
What a boy. Big up Chris.
He said last week, how do you manage day-to-day diet fatigue?
Oh, is this the one that we didn't answer?
We answered it in the one that didn't record.
Yeah.
So we didn't answer it in the second one.
Go on then. You're the
What did we say? We said it was basically, you've put yourself in the prep and you've got to kind of accept the fact, no matter how well you manage the prep, like I think that I've managed my prep very well from a fatigue standpoint. And I didn't really see many symptoms of diet fatigue until like 10 weeks out. But eventually, when you're getting lean and you're getting into condition, yeah, there was bits, but like, it wasn't bad, was it? It wasn't bad until like 10 weeks out. It's been like the last couple of weeks where it's been like, I've been very quiet and very low energy. But apart from that, as well as you can manage the fatigue during the prep, at the end of the day, when you get shredded, you're going to be pretty fucked.
Yeah.
Like, it's as simple as that. And just understanding that going into it and understanding why these things are happening with regards to energy, libido, etc.
Sure.
As long as you know what's going on, that's the best thing for you mentally, basically.
Yeah, we were saying like self-awareness is like and like learning about this stuff is really important. Like we were talking about earlier, like if you're self-aware about what's going on with your physique, then you understand like why you may not be looking your best, or you know why you may be feeling a certain way. Like self-awareness and a certain level of intellect will really go a long way to like managing your stress, basically, because if you're worried about these things that are happening, like all these like signs of diet fatigue, and you're stressing out about it, then it's just going to be a vicious circle of like that's going to occur, and then you're going to get stressed out, and then those problems will probably heighten. And so
you can obviously manage it throughout a prep, as we spoke about a lot before, but with regards to making a really slow rate of loss throughout, refeeds, diet breaks, etc. You can do all of these things, but eventually it's going to hit you. Like, you can't get into, unless you've got a ridiculously low body fat set point, which I don't know many people who do. There's some absolute anomalies out there, but you don't have what was that look? You don't have a low body fat set point.
I do, mate.
If you just ate to hunger, which is where your body fat set point is basically, if you ate to hunger, you'd be fat, wouldn't you?
No, literally no. I've got a lean like set point.
I think I'd be like,
I was literally peeled. Like,
my body set point is like skinny fat, literally. My body.
I think mine is too.
Not skinny fat.
Yeah, no, but if I didn't train, it would be skinny fat.
Yeah, of course, yeah. But as in, like, even with training, I'd be skinny fat. If I just ate what I wanted.
Would you? If you just ate what you wanted, but I don't think like you're a big eater, like.
Exactly. So I think I'd be like.
Yeah, but you wouldn't be fat.
I think
it
I'd be
depends
like.
On your standards of fat.
I think I'd probably go to around 170, 175. I just ate to hunger, ate whatever I wanted, but ate to hunger.
I think before working up my calories in this gaining phase, I reckon if I ate intuitively, I'd be really fat. But because I think we've worked up
that's what I was speaking to Callum about. I was like, he's telling me about how he's craving a lot of things now. He's come to the end of a 12-week diet.
Yeah.
Like he's lost 25 pounds. I'm going to do a post on him soon.
Yeah.
But I was speaking to him, you've got to manage this phase really effectively.
Yeah.
The phase between your diet and your surplus, you have to manage it, because
basically,
if you go and binge straight away, you haven't given your body the time to adapt.
Yeah.
And therefore, you're just going to put on loads of fat, and you're not going to upregulate your metabolism along the way. It
basically dictates how successful your gaining phase is. It's really important. That's why post-show phases are so important.
But you wouldn't, on a post-show phase, you would want to gain a bit of weight. But coming out of a diet, if you can reverse out really effectively and slowly bring your calories up, that's going to be so much more effective. Yeah. You're going to get your calories so much higher. And then, I said to him, once your calories are high, then go and have the foods that you want. Yeah. Then you can fit them into your macros.
You will eventually feel better. You've just got to weather the storm.
Exactly.
And like just manage your cravings like for a bit longer. You know,
you're a perfect example for it.
You are.
You're a perfect example for it. What have you done in the past?
Yeah.
When at the end of the diet you just ballooned up.
Yeah.
And then say when you first came to me, you were 100 kilos and you were eating 3.5k calories, weren't you?
Pretty much.
And maintaining weight on that.
Yeah.
Imagine if you were on 3.5k calories now.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, pretty much almost averaging that, aren't we? And I'm losing losing weight.
Oh well, your training day calories are 4k.
Yeah.
So yeah. Anyway, questions.
Right.
That was a question first.
Yeah, technically, just one that wasn't on our question box. Hang on 2 seconds.
I think I've got quite a few.
It's an archive, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's really funny. I put up on my pod questions thing. I put up a photo of like when I was like just reversing out of my mini cut, and I actually look way leaner there than I do now, which is like big sad.
Well, what weight were you there?
Like 218, 219.
Yeah, but I guess you were on the way up. So you were
yeah, exactly.
Right.
Right.
I got quite a few there. Oh my god, I got loads.
The day Harrison asks a legitimate question is the day I will die happy.
Is it another...
Harrison has said...
Is it one for the end?
No. I don't think it's like worthy of being one for the end. He's gone, what movements do you do for your waist? Looking wide as fuck at the minute, bro. Keep it up.
He's fucked with the prep brain. He does like loads of oblique work.
I don't get that when people say like, oh yeah, I've just done like loads of oblique work in the past, and like I've just got like a really wide waist.
Big obliques.
No.
What are you doing?
Yeah.
I don't mind like doing some oblique work to feel your obliques, but I wouldn't try and grow your obliques.
Yeah, exactly.
You want to have a good connection with them, but I wouldn't try and grow your obliques.
If you're lean enough, your obliques will show.
Exactly.
Anyway. Yeah.
Most people don't need to try and grow their obliques. So you got an answer for that? Looking wide as fuck, that's funny, man.
It's quite funny, yeah. It's not the one today. I'm not feeling good about my physique.
Oh, that's awful. Do you want to keep going?
Yeah. Nayan has asked, do you think that jazz as a music genre is neglected in contemporary society?
Well, I've got quite an interesting take on this.
Oh yeah.
No.
It's very interesting.
I think it's...
Yeah. Do you like jazz?
I don't listen to any jazz.
Do you not?
No.
I think there's a time and a place for it.
Like chill.
Yeah.
I wouldn't know where to start.
You can have it as like a subgenre for like different music. Like you can have like jazzy rap almost.
Yeah.
Or is that more like lo-fi beat?
Well, you're clearly more educated on this topic, so do you want to give a good answer to it?
I mean, I don't have much to say.
What's jazz's influence on contemporary society?
I don't know, mate, to be honest. It can't be a great deal.
I think you've got to think about the telegrams of the
Stop.
Conservatives.
Stop. What does that have to do with that? The telegrams of the Conservatives. Yeah.
Just think about it.
That's a good.
Just think about it.
Yeah, I've thought about it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Right, next question. I'll do one. Okay. Favourite thing to do on the treadmill whilst walking? Very interesting question from me in there. Riveting stuff.
I just don't like the treadmill. I don't ever go on it. Nor will I ever go on it.
I just watch YouTube.
Yeah, when you tell me to do cardio, I'm just not going to do cardio.
Just fake it.
Yeah, exactly.
I did it. Just get someone else to wear your watch. Pay them to do your cardio for you.
Yeah, exactly.
What's your favourite thing to do, man, on the treadmill whilst walking?
I mean, I would probably watch YouTube, but normally most of the time I don't have enough data, so I'll just listen to music or a podcast.
Huh.
So, like, what else can you do on the treadmill apart from that?
Play chess.
I feel like you probably couldn't play chess on the treadmill.
Not the ones that play chess on the treadmill.
Yeah, but not on the ones at Old Trafford.
No, it's not actually play chess.
Oh, as in like on your phone. I thought you meant like.
Obviously, you couldn't play chess.
Okay. No, but you probably could.
Oh, where would you put the chessboard?
Someone could hold it in the middle. We could get Harrison to hold the chessboard in between the
I didn't do any steps on the treadmill, so. The only steps I do on the treadmill is pre-workout. That's it.
Jesus Christ.
Okay, next question. Favorite protein shake flavor?
God, I don't know.
Honestly, it's a bit of a rogue one, but the vanilla CMP as a protein sludge is beautiful.
I don't rate it. I feel like it's too sickly. Honestly, there's not a lot.
Yeah, but I'm like deep into prep. Sickly stuff's beautiful.
Yeah, true. I've never I don't know about you, but the first time I got protein powder, I found it this amazing thing because it just tasted a bit like a smoothie or like a chocolate smoothie.
Oh yeah, it's mid.
Yeah, but now it's like I don't
like protein shakes.
Yeah, like I'm not a massive fan. Like that vanilla stuff in oats is pretty good.
Wait till you make the protein mug cake, and you'll be like, oh shit, this shit hits different. Honestly.
Are you making that?
Yeah.
In prep? What is it?
Like just cooking your protein. Oh. I make it every morning. That's my first meal. 40 grams of protein, 150 grams of whey.
I feel like I wouldn't really enjoy that at the minute. But
that would not fill you, definitely.
Yeah, no, but I feel like later down the line, if I'm at when I'm at the same stage as you in prep, I probably will enjoy it.
Yeah. My first meal used to just be a shake. Yeah. And I just started cooking the protein. It tastes so nice.
I think a lot of I'd probably say like chocolate brownie or like something very basic. Often the basic ones are the best. I quite like strawberry flavour.
Rainbow cookies nice.
Yeah, it's alright. It's a bit
CMP
sickly.
salted caramel is nice.
Yeah, again a bit too much for me.
No, salted caramel is not sickly.
In stuff, it's nice. On its own, it's.
Oh well, I never have anything on its own.
Yeah, fair enough.
I just have it in notes.
Yeah.
I can't answer this one because I'll get in trouble. Yeah, I'm not answering that. Sorry, Nayan. I'll get in too much trouble for that, mate. Is acne during a bulk normal?
I'm not sure. I've never had acne.
I haven't either, really. So
we can't help this person.
I don't think so. I think, from what I know, and it's not really a topic I'm too educated on, acne is to do with oxidative stresses. And I don't think bulking would increase oxidative stress. So I wouldn't worry about that too much. If you are having problems with acne, a lot of the time it's due to not eating enough fruit and veg,
maybe
not drinking enough water.
Maybe it's associated with bulking because some people dirty bulk, and often if you eat like basically like piss poor food or like you're
not getting enough
you
good
don't
foods
get
in.
enough good foods in, then maybe that's associated with like bulking. But if you're doing a gaining phase right and you're eating a good amount of like good food, then
that's quite an interesting one actually, because I think a lot of modern society is based around getting rid of bad food, where I think it should be more about getting in good food.
Yeah.
Don't you think? Because if you get in good food, that's going to fill you up to a point where you won't have time for as much bad food.
Sure.
And the good food's going to be higher in fibre, higher in nutrients, higher in vitamins, higher in minerals.
And I don't like referring to things as like good and bad food.
Highly nutritious foods.
Yeah. Or like
nutritionally dense foods.
Yeah, exactly. But then at the same bad food at the end of the day is just like calories, and then
it's not like, no nutritional value.
Yeah, and also like you've got stuff that have like that's like higher in like saturated fat and stuff like that.
The definition of a bad food would be something that's calorie dense and doesn't have much nutritional value.
Yeah, but then also like it again, it depends on the quantity that you're having. So say if you're having a fuck ton of this like bad food, then it's gonna be bad for you. But if you're having like a little bit, like people genuinely like develop like food fear and like fear of like specific foods and like, or even like specific macros. Like there's this whole thing that like carbs are bad, fats make you fat, and it's like
they should just be focused on getting in the majority of their food from good foods, like 80-20. Usually works well.
Exactly.
Next one from Argon. By oblique Smith, he probably meant angled Smith. So how to use it for presses?
Oh, for fuck's sake.
So an angled Smith, so it's on a slant.
Has Argon asked this?
Yeah.
And he went by oblique Smith.
You know the other week when he spoke about an oblique Smith?
No, I know what he's talking about. It's a Smith machine.
That's on an angle, yeah.
No, that moves.
Oh, right.
He asked it in the Want You On Your Own podcast.
But now he's talking about an angled Smith.
By oblique Smith, I probably meant what he called an angled Smith, so how to use it for pressing.
Yeah, so for an angled Smith, on presses, if you imagine where you want to be pressing on a press, you're going to be basically arching your back slightly. Why am I doing a big example? Basically, if you're pressing, you want to be pushing backwards slightly. So angle it so you're pushing backwards rather than pushing away from you. You're not going to be able to stack your joints if you're pushing away from you. If you imagine pushing away from you, you're going to have to externally rotate at the shoulder and to try and line up, and therefore it's not going to be healthy for your shoulders. So have it so it's going backwards and you're pushing up and back, basically. If that makes sense.
Just lift the weight, man.
And then...
Just lift the weight.
No, this is important actually though. If you're trying to do a Smith press and you're pushing it the wrong way...
No, just lift the weight.
And then for squats, if you want to make it hip dominant, you want to basically you want to make it glute biased, so hip dominant, where you're using a lot of hip flexion and hip extension, then you want to basically be having it so... How do I explain this? So the Smith's going from forward to back.
The bar is moving away from you, so you're going into more hip flexion.
The bar's moving behind you, if you know what I mean.
Bar moves that way, and you're here. So
and then if you want to make it more knee biased or knee focused or quad focused,
you have it so it's coming towards you.
Yeah. So it just depends on what you're doing. But for presses, you'd be wanting to press backwards. I don't see any scenario where you want to press forward unless you just want to fuck your shoulders.
Just lift the weight.
Just lift the weight.
It doesn't matter, man. Oh shit, it doesn't matter.
It does matter.
Sorry. Shall I go?
Yeah, go.
Can Ryan explain his quote, "I would do disgusting things to those skid marks"?
I don't know what he's on about. I don't know. I have no idea what he's on about.
No idea whatsoever.
Who's asked that?
99.
Who's name?
I don't know, man. Just some guy. I think he's your mate.
Yeah, well, I got no idea.
No idea.
Who that guy is or what he's on about. Next question. The question about drinking after dinner. Argan says, the question about drinking after dinner was more because I'm afraid of constipation. All right, cheers, mate. Cheers for that. Cheers for that information.
Thank you, Argan. Thank you very much.
When changing sodium intake, does body weight go back to previous number or stay elevated / lower? Again, honestly think, Argan, a lot of the time you overthink things too much, which I guess is a good thing, 'cause I do this as well, but there's a certain level of where it's going to cause you more stress than harm.
Yeah.
Your body weight's going to increase if you're taking more sodium, but your sodium shouldn't be massively changing, like, acutely. It shouldn't suddenly be massively changing, and therefore it's not going to have a sudden impact.
Yeah.
Unless you're going into a diet, and then you'll know why you're dropping a lot of water. So,
Sure.
yeah, I wouldn't worry about it too much. Your body weight's not going to massively change on a day-to-day basis if your foods are pretty similar.
Speaking of Argon, he has asked how to get metabolism like mine.
This is just like yours?
Like mine. Just be me.
Firstly,
just be me.
Yeah, have Laurence genetics, that would help.
Yeah. Just, it's not that hard.
There's quite a few people who get their food as high as you.
Yeah.
And it's usually just people with a lot of muscle. Yeah. That's all it is.
That basically.
Like, the more muscle you have, muscle is metabolically active.
Yeah.
And therefore, the more muscle you have,
the more muscle. People don't realise that the more muscle you have, like, it's your best friend when it comes to dieting.
Yeah.
It just makes it so much easier. So that's why you've struggled so much.
Yeah. It doesn't make it easier, because
it doesn't make it easier, but as in...
a deficit's still a deficit. So you on 3,000 calories is still going to be what I feel like on 2,000 calories.
Yeah, I suppose it's relative, isn't it?
I guess you get to eat more food.
Yeah, I suppose. But then again, like, if I'm eating more food, like, again, it's relative, isn't it? So say if I was on 3,000 calories as opposed to you on 2,000, is the difference going to be that different in terms of how we feel and how satiated we feel? Because we're different sizes as well. Like,
yeah, many different variables going into it.
Yeah, exactly. It's all relative, isn't it?
But how can we answer this question? How to increase your metabolism, manage that reversing phase in between. It doesn't have to be a reversing phase. Manage that phase between going from a diet to a gaining phase. That's the best way of doing it. And slowly increase your calories over time.
Yeah.
Make use of opportunities to increase your calories. So if you're staying the same weight for weeks on end, don't just keep food where it is. Increase food when you got the chance to. That's what we did a lot with you, isn't it?
Definitely.
Whenever we had the chance, we upped food.
Yeah. And then also, as a caveat of that,
train hard.
Your performance will likely increase, and therefore more muscle mass.
Train hard.
Therefore, your metabolic rate is probably going to go
up. The harder you train, the more you lift, the more you got to recover from, the more calories you'll burn recovering, the more muscle you'll gain, therefore the more muscle you gain, and therefore the more food you can eat. Yeah, just... Firstly, it's going to be genetics, a lot, but other ways you can do it are those. Another one, has Laurence binged yet on this prep?
Yeah, I literally have.
Nice.
Who asked that?
Argan.
Yeah. 3 Cali Cruise burgers, 2 sushi rolls.
Just 2?
Just 2, yeah. It was only a slight off-plan meal.
Fair enough, mate.
5 Domino's pizzas, 6 Big Macs in 5 minutes.
In 5 minutes?
Yeah.
Nice.
And
this one follows up from that as well. Do you want this one?
20 box chicken nuggets.
It says, when is Laurence's baby due? It's quite a lot of mean comments towards Laurence now. It's quite a nice change.
It's not. It's come at a pretty piss poor time.
They all love me now.
Yeah, because you're shredded and I'm fat.
Send me some hate.
Oh, and 5 boxes of chicken select as well.
Oh, actually, that made me crave chicken select.
Sorry, mate.
Just you saying that.
Sorry. I'm so sorry.
I don't care.
Sweet chili sauce.
Just you saying that on the spot, I was like, fucking hell, chicken select is lang.
Chicken select is so lang. Oh. And now I'm craving it as well. Oh, we're food focused, mate.
They are actually so lang. But
yeah.
I'm going to watch how I manage this post-show phase. I'm going to say it on camera. Watch how I manage this post-show.
You're not far off, to be fair. 8 weeks. That's not long at all.
You didn't think I'm going to get to Worlds? What the hell, man?
Oh, you're not 8 weeks to Worlds?
11 weeks to Worlds.
You're not already qualified?
No, I'm not qualified, no.
Just qualify?
I told this to Harrison this morning. I was like, if I do qualify for Worlds, we're not going out for dinner that day. Like, I'm not going out for an offline meal that day.
Yeah.
I don't think I could take that mentally, knowing that I've still got a show to do. I couldn't have an off-plan meal.
Yeah. So, but everyone else there can have an off-plan meal, right?
Well, you'll be on prep, mate.
But if we're all going out for a meal,
that's true though. What if I don't qualify for Worlds and we did go out for a meal? You have to bring your meal prep.
Nah, off-plan meal.
Just get chicken and rice.
No, off-plan meal. Repeat
complete
mate,
off-plan meal.
What?
I would not choose Nando's.
Would you not?
I haven't even thought... I spoke to Harrison about this earlier as well. I was like, I haven't craved anything this prep.
Yeah, it's probably best not to think about that sort of thing, isn't it?
No, but it's like, I'm so focused on the goal, and I know that binging isn't an option. I know that these off-plan foods aren't an option.
Yeah.
So I don't even crave them.
Yeah.
I'm sure that will be a lot harder in the post-show phase if there's no goal
when there's no goal in place.
But then I've just got to set a long-term goal.
Yeah.
And understand that it's very important to manage this phase.
Sure.
And then just do it. And be a good example to my clients in future.
Cool.
That's going to be the main thing keeping me on track post-show.
Yeah.
And just being shredded in barley as well. Not shredded. I will recover first. I'm not going to stay in stage condition, but I'll gain a few pounds and then I'll stay lean in barley.
You have to. No, you have to.
That's got to be. I don't think stage condition will look good though. I just look skinny.
Yeah. Yeah, true.
How to figure out refeed/diet break calories?
Never been on one.
You never had a refeed?
Never. No. Well,
no, you've done diets in the past.
But I've never done a refeed before.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
So, I'll just basically trial and error. If you're doing multiple refeeds in a prep or multiple diet breaks, which you probably should be doing if you're trying to manage fatigue well in a prep.
What do you mean? Well, I didn't.
What?
So why are you saying you should?
What? You didn't what?
Didn't do a refeed.
What, in your last diet?
Yeah. And I look great.
You look flat as fuck. That's what you looked.
Mate, no, I didn't.
Bro didn't refeed at all, didn't even carb load, and then did a water cut.
Yep.
And he still looked fucking sick. You did look dry. You looked dry,
really
but
dry.
just flat. Yeah, so I'd usually... You can kind of tell where your maintenance is, depending on how much weight you're losing over time. So say over the last 4 weeks, you've lost around 4 pounds. That shows you around in about a 500 calorie deficit. So you don't need to overthink it too much, but you can usually tell about where your maintenance is. And then you want to make up most of the food on that day, on the refeed day, or the diet break, to be honest. Even in a diet break, I'll probably keep fats really low and protein pretty low as well. Then make up the most of the food on that day from carbs. So you can basically stay at maintenance, but have so many more carbs. So for example, say you're on 300 protein, fucking hell, 300 carb, 200 protein, 50 fat in your diet or in your low days, and then you could probably go up 500 calories, but then only be on like 500 carb. If you went 500 carb, 200 protein, 30 fat, I don't know what the maths is, but you know what I mean. You can be on a lot of carbs while staying at maintenance just by lowering your fat and protein. So trial and error. Try and find out about how much of a deficit you're in, depending on the previous weeks of data. And then don't worry if you get it wrong. Don't worry if you get it wrong the first time. If you're doing a refeed, it's probably because you're ahead anyway. So if you overspill a little bit, it doesn't matter. Like, you're just going to bring that fat back off straight away. So don't worry if you do overspill. But potentially what I did in my diet breaks was underestimate at the start. So I definitely knew that I wouldn't be at maintenance. So I think I went to 400 carb at the first start of my first diet break. Then I titrated it up over the diet break, so I knew that I wasn't going to overspill. But on the whole, don't worry about it too much. You'll be able to estimate it pretty well, just from previous data, basically. And as I said, it's usually, once you're lean, it's usually about your off-season carbs, around about. Like, I wouldn't go there straight away, but eventually that should be around about where your refeed carbs should be, kind of. And make sure that you are gaining weight the following day after a refeed. That's something that I haven't done in this prep, and I probably should have been a bit more aggressive with my high days, because I haven't, like yesterday, I lost a pound yesterday.
Seriously?
I woke up a pound lighter this morning.
Christ.
After 500 carb on a rest day, I woke up a pound lighter. So yeah, if you want to be filling up, you should be gaining weight after a refeed. So make sure your weight is going up slightly. It won't go up massively because you'll drop some water from diet fatigue or dropping off some stress, but make sure that you are gaining a little bit of weight on a refeed. Next question. I don't think I've got too many left. Where's it gone? Can't even find it now. Oh, here it is. Ellie Jarvis says, why does my boyfriend think he's funny on this? Did you say anything to get yourself in trouble last week?
No, I don't think so.
No, I don't think you did.
I don't think I did. No, I don't think I'm in the doghouse.
She's getting cheeky.
I know. I'm going single.
I've got this picture from Laurence lifts.
They can't see that.
Yeah, probably not. Laurence Lift says, why has my girlfriend got a tash?
That wasn't me.
Bit harsh.
No, that wasn't me.
Oh, Ellie and Arga made the same joke.
What?
Ellie said, when is Laurence due? And argan says, when is the baby due?
When did you put that?
Like
I saw her do the other
that was
thing,
the picture.
But wait, did you do? Oh, I saw her do one, but she did another. Cheeky bitch.
And that's pretty much it. I got one more from argan. Oh no, wait, I've got loads more from argan. Does skin thickness indicate body fat amount? Yes.
Yeah.
As in like skin thickness, as in like
Fat.
caliper readings.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's subcutaneous fat.
Yeah.
You can't really...
Unless you're like dead skin peeled, if you pull skin from your body and there's like stuff, like there's something there that's fat.
That's subcutaneous fat, which just means fat underneath your skin.
Yeah.
And that's where the majority of your fat is held. You're not going to be able to see your visceral fat, which is like around your organs.
Yeah.
But yeah, the fat that you can pinch, that is body fat, yes.
Do you lose visceral fat?
Yeah.
Right, okay. Interesting.
But I think your visceral fat won't, like when your dick skin peeled, you'll still have visceral fat.
Oh yeah, of course.
That was obviously the last place you lose.
Because it acts as like a protective mechanism, doesn't it? Yeah.
But so people who are really fat or obese will have too much visceral fat.
Too much visceral fat,
But then they can obviously lose it by losing weight.
Sure.
You can still use that fat for energy.
So you'll probably still have like a lot of visceral fat right now.
What? Because I'm fat?
No.
Mate, stop. Right. You talk very highly about aggressive diets. What if the metabolism is quite adaptive? So that's quite a good one because Kian, who's one of my clients, has a very adaptive metabolism. I have to lower his food a lot on like a weekly basis just to get him to lose weight.
Yeah.
And that's just because his body adapts to the amount of food he's on and becomes basically a lot less energetic.
Yeah.
And it's just part of how it is. It's part of your genetics. You're just gonna have to push harder than other people. It's simple as that.
Yeah. You can't really do much about it.
It's gonna be harder to do an aggressive diet when you are like that.
Yeah.
But you can still do one. You can still create a big deficit. It's gonna be on a lot lower food than most people.
Of course.
I've quite an adaptive metabolism on the way down. And when I did my pre-prep diet, I was on like 1,800 calories a day at some point. But you can be on that low food when you're that fat, because you can get away with it. You're not gonna be massively hungry because you're still quite fat, and therefore you're getting a lot of energy from the body fat stores.
Yeah.
Training performance is still gonna be in a good spot because you getting a lot of energy from the body fat stores. You're not lean. You're pretty early into a diet as well. You can always get away with aggressive diets when you're fat, but you should never do an aggressive diet when you're lean because it makes no sense. You just lose performance, you'll lose muscle, etc. But yeah, it's part of parcel. If you haven't got a very optimal metabolism for physique development, then that's just how it is. Like, you just gotta get on with it. That's what I said to Kean in the check-in. Like, you just have to get on with it. This diet's gonna be harder for you than it will be for other people.
Of course.
Because you've got a very adaptive metabolism. As simple as that. Yeah. Your thoughts?
Exact same as you. I think. I think I would wait until you've been in both phases, so like a gaining phase and like a dieting phase. So to like fully know, because funnily enough, like I thought I used to have like a pretty shit metabolism. It's actually quite difficult to know until like you've tried to push body weight or either like tried to stay in a deficit for like a considerable amount of time. But once you do know, like Ryan said, it's like it's literally based on genetics. There's nothing that you can do to like.
Camera ran out of battery, but what were you saying, mate? Filming.
I don't care.
What were you saying?
No, I'm joking. Yeah, like obviously, don't just assume that you've got a fast or adaptive metabolism like straight away. I would spend like a bit of time in like several phases. So for example, a gaining phase, dieting phase, see how adaptive or like non-adaptive your metabolism is. But to be honest, like decisions should be based on like scale weight. If it's continuing to move up in a gaining phase at the rate of gain that you want, there's literally no need to change calories. Exact same with like dieting. Like, it doesn't really matter. You just have to like basically go with like what's happening with the scales and like if you're on track. Obviously, like Ryan mentioned, there's genetic components to it. Some people have like ridiculously like fast metabolisms and like adaptive metabolisms, and some people unfortunately get shafted and have quite like adaptive metabolisms, or you could be like somewhere in the middle. But to be honest, it's not something that you should be like disheartened about if you do have like a more on the side of like an adaptive metabolism, because at the end of the day,
we should preface adaptive on the way down is a bad thing. Adaptive on the way up is a good thing.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So, like, if you've got a bad metabolism, it's fine. It's just like you've essentially just got to deal with it because it's what you were born with. It's like genetics with like genetic potential with like muscle building or shape or fat loss. Like any genetic component that you cannot change, there's no point stressing about it, because
exactly. You can sit there all day and moan about it.
Yeah, but it's not like you're not going to change anything about it. It's literally just the way that it is. And
do whatever you can in your control. Exactly. Whatever's out of your control, forget about it.
Exactly. Because the only thing that you stressing about it and moaning about it is going to do is create more stress. It's not actually going to change whatever like genetic component it is.
Okay, final question is, can you discuss Ryan Carter's post about lengthening certain muscles? So Argon sent me this, as in the actual post.
Yeah.
And what he was basically saying is that certain muscles don't benefit from stretch-mediated hypertrophy, which just means that getting more growth in the lengthened position.
Right, okay.
And my answer to this is, even if they don't benefit more from the lengthened position, why would you not go into the lengthened position?
Yeah.
Like, you're still going to get just as much growth out of the shorter position, and therefore you still might as well just go into it and then use your full range of motion. So
of course,
it doesn't matter either way.
Yeah.
You might spend more time in the lengthened position for those muscle groups which do benefit from it.
Yeah.
But you should always...
What muscle groups were they that benefited more from stretch-mediated hypertrophy?
I think it's chest, quads.
Yeah.
I can't remember, to be honest, the exact, but I can check.
I'm just trying to like correlate it with like internal feel and whether like...
Bloody hell. But yeah, so the ones that don't, apparently, this is according to an Instagram post, lats, traps, rear delts, biceps is one, I think. Yeah, biceps. Triceps.
That's interesting, because it kind of correlates with like internal connection. So would you say that you ever really feel a stretch in your biceps or a stretch in your triceps? That I think that's probably correlated with internal feel. So like, where there's more, essentially like the muscle groups that he mentioned that have more benefit from stretch-mediated hypertrophy.
No, those are the ones that don't.
That don't, yeah. So I'm saying the muscles that do, like chest, for example, you could confidently say that, say on a fly or even a press where you're using full range of motion, that you feel a stretch in your pec.
Yeah.
And it's... I don't know about the quad one, like when my knees are fully...
Do you know that your quads never get fully lengthened? All four heads of the quads never get fully lengthened.
Yeah, I mean, you can...
The only way to fully lengthen the quad is like a sissy squat.
Yeah.
Because you have to be in full hip extension and full knee flexion.
Sure.
Full knee flexion to fully lengthen the rectus femoris.
Right, okay. So what you're saying to me is we need to...
put a sissy squat in. I'm doing sissy squats. Yeah.
Right now, man.
Right, let's stop being neeks. But yeah, on the whole, Argon...
We didn't do an intro.
Oh, fucking hell. We never do an intro anymore.
No.
But yeah, on the whole, Argon, again, there's no reason not to go into the length and range for these movements, so why wouldn't you?
Yeah.
Even if there's no extra benefit of doing it, as in like there's no more benefit of the length and range than there is the shorten range.
You still should.
You still might as well do it.
Yeah.
Just maximise everything.
Exactly.
So yeah, do you want to do the outro?
Yeah, sure. Thanks guys for watching the Limitless Physiques podcast. As always, like on YouTube, rate us 5-star on Spotify, follow the Instagram account, like all the reels that we post. Make sure to keep asking the questions. We really do appreciate everyone that asks the questions. Comment on our reels as well.
Share on your stories if you can.
Share on your stories.
That's the biggest one, because that helps a lot.
Yeah, sure. And yeah, if you've got any questions whatsoever for me and Ryan, just shoot us over a message. Like we're more than happy to answer it outside of the podcast. But yeah, thank you so much for listening to the Limitless Physiques podcast, and we'll see you on the next one. Bye guys. I'm going to eat his ass now.